Sound can't travel through space because there aren't any molecules to vibrate. Let's get it started. Hey everybody, welcome into another episode of Old Man Brad. So this week I'm doing something a little different. Been doing a lot of Tubi watches, doing my series Tales from Tubi recaps, some other reviews. I decided I need to take a break from that for at least one episode, you know. Right now I'm deep back into school. My children are in their third week back, and it's just quiet around the house, giving you something new to talk about. So this episode, I'm going to talk about the Zoom PodTrak P4. This is an amazing device that I got a few months ago to record audio for not only this podcast, but for the Cinema Guys, and as well as audio I do for YouTube and TikTok. I use this awesome device to record on. Before I got this device, I used to have a big mixer that I had hooked up with all my mics. We have 3 microphones attached to the desk, and that's how I record the Cinema Guys. So we use a Zoom mic. We use the Zoom ZDM1 microphone, and I wanted something that was smaller and more portable because we record at my house and record at the Cinemaiden's house from time to time. And when I go to conventions and such to record interviews easily, usually I use my microphone attached to my phone to record, but I kind of wanted something that I could have 2 microphones connected to be able to sit at a table and do interviews like that. So I found this PodTrak P4, and it is made by Zoom. Anybody who knows Zoom, they do portable recorders and a lot of other audio devices. Not to be confused with the Zoom online meeting software stuff. Completely different companies, everything else. I decided I wanted to play with this thing for a while before I talked about it. When I first got it, I was blown away by it because it can connect. It's a small device. It's probably, let's just say it's about as big square as a Blu-ray case and about as thick as if you, say, stacked 3 Blu-rays together. So it's pretty small. It has 4 XLR ports on the top of it. So you can record 4 mics. And the one thing I love about it records directly onto an SD card. And it records each connection on its own separate track. So when you import it into a computer or your editing software, whatever you use, you have 4 separate audio files that you can use. And I absolutely love that when I'm editing, especially when recording multiple people. So if there's like voice overlap or other editing, I can bring other people's voices down to bring the person up talking so there isn't too much overlap in that talking, and it all being on separate tracks is just makes that so much easier. The other thing it features is 4 separate headphone jacks as well. With each mic plugged in, each person can have their own audio output with a volume control. So you can set however loud you want the person wearing the headphones to be able to listen, which is fantastic. You don't have to try to use splitters and headphone boxes to try to get everyone their own separate line. And I will say that the XLR ports have their own gain knobs and mute buttons, and 3rd and 4th port in it you can use to connect a USB device. So I can connect this to a computer, and my audio from my mic, it will automatically do a mix minus for you. So when I connect this to a computer via a USB, my audio will go through Zoom, StreamYard, Skype, whatever it is that I use, and I just set in the software to use the P4. The audio coming in will go through the P4 to the headphones I have on, and I'll hear them and I can hear myself in this mix, but they only hear me. So there isn't any doubled up and it records everybody on a separate track. So I can connect with someone via Zoom or Skype or whatever, and I can record that audio from the computer on its own separate track and then record mine on a separate track so I can edit it all together later. This thing, like I said, it's extremely portable. You can plug it in via a USB, or it takes 2 AA batteries, so you can use it completely portable with you. The batteries probably last a few hours, depending on how much you use it. It takes an SD card, like I said, and you can actually put your own sound effects on it. It has a pad in it to add your own sound effects to it. So you can set 4 separate buttons to be a sound, so you can hit the button and you can have it play. Like, for instance, one of them I have set to be the Cinema Guys theme song that I can, as I'm recording it, if I want, I can hit that button, or I can set other effects to these 4 buttons. It only has 4, so if you need more than 4, you would have to go other routes to be able to get your sound into your mix. But if you want to do everything as you live record instead of editing afterwards, you have that option. But I mean, gosh, like I said, this device is amazing. I've been using it for about 4 months, and you can get it on Amazon right now for around $125. It will record 4 mics on 4 separate tracks, 4 headphones, completely portable, records everything into an SD card, and this thing is fantastic. Like I said, everything is recorded on it. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm recording onto the PodTrak P4 with a Zoom ZDM1 microphone, and then I will take it into my software afterward and edit afterwards. If you're looking for something fairly inexpensive, pick up the PodTrak P4. It is, like I said, $125 on Amazon right now. The mic I'm using is about $50, so you can have your own pretty easy podcasting setup for fairly inexpensive, under $200. Check out the PodTrak P4. Well, there you go. Another episode of Old Man Brad in the bag. Just make sure you subscribe to the show so you never miss any of these or any other episodes I do, such as my Tales from Tubi, my Tubi recaps. Right now, my friend Drew from the Real Feels podcast and I are doing hashtag 100 Days of Horror, where we are doing 100 horror movies in 100 days. We started July 23rd, and we are doing recaps every 25 days. We did our part 1, and we did 25 days in. Here soon, we will be halfway there, so we'll be at 50, so watch for that coming soon. And so much more great stuff coming your way. Just make sure you subscribe, like I said, and you'll never miss anything that Old Man Brad puts out. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.